Hi there, I'm Cindy Davis, Content Director for AV Technology, and I'm thrilled to have Ken Eagle, CEO of Hall Technologies, joining me today. Welcome, Ken.
Thank you, Cindy. Happy to be here.
Great. So, there was an announcement today, this morning, of Hall Technologies acquiring the assets and product portfolio of Atlona. It was big and unexpected news. So, tell me a little bit about what led to the Atlona portfolio even becoming available from Panduit.
Great question, Cindy. So, I think Panduit, as you know, kind of an IT infrastructure giant, spent a little time in the AV business with Atlona, and I think probably realized maybe this wasn't their core competency or where they wanted to focus at. They probably had other areas of growth that were more interesting to them. And as you know, I used to work for Atlona. And I loved working for Atlona, and I've missed it ever since I've been there. And so when this opportunity came available, it just seemed like a natural fit to work together with them again.
Great. And yes, I've I've interviewed you in all these roles. So, a few years ago, Hall Gunlake Investments became Hall Technologies private equity firm. What role in this decision did they have?
Yeah, Gunlake has been fantastic. They've been so supportive of Hall Technologies. They've been there to recognize the value in that brand. And since they've been involved, our growth has just skyrocketed. It's been fantastic, particularly in the medical channel. They've given us the ability to focus our resources in the areas where we need to focus. But as we've grown, particularly on the medical channel, we've struggled to grow as fast as we wanted to on the Pro AV side. And when we saw this opportunity to work with Atlona and acquire the assets of the Atlona brand, we immediately knew this would be the channel to allow us to focus and grow the Pro AV business now in a way that we never could before under just the Hall Technologies brand. So Gunlake was very excited about it and recognized the strong opportunity right away.
Oh, great. So really, a merger like this was just kind of made for you.
It really is. There's so much synergy. I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but there's so much synergy between these two brands. A lot of people would say, well, aren't Hall and Atlona competitors? We technically, yeah, we work in the same space, but Hall has always been great at making a certain type of product and going after a certain verticals where that product does well. And Atlona has an even bigger portfolio of products and touches into other verticals. But each of us have gaps and holes in that. And when you lay the two over top of each other, you see there's a lot of places where we each fill in the gaps of the other. And it creates a lot of strong opportunity or synergy between these two, where when you bring them together, they're much stronger together than either of them are alone. And again, I think Panduit recognized that. I think Atlona recognizes that. I think Hall recognizes that, and definitely Gunlake has seen that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, alrighty, the questions that everybody's going to be asking. We've already seen on LinkedIn that some of the folks from Atlona are looking for new opportunities. Did any of the Atlona staff come over with the acquisition?
Yeah, Atlona has so many talented people. I wish we could keep all of them. They've all contributed to making this brand what it is today, and that's just truly amazing. But yes, a very large portion of the staff is still here. They're still part of Atlona. Most of the faces you probably knew and love are probably still here, but there are definitely some talented people who did not come over as part of this transition. And if you are out looking for any key employees, I can tell you that anybody from the Atlona team is worth your time and investment to take a look at them. I had the chance to work with that whole team for 7.5 years, and I know the talent that's there. So definitely consider that.
Yeah, I agree. I know a lot of them as well. So, okay, so talk about the brands, because we've got these two brands that are very well known. Uh, and are you going to be keeping the Atlanta brand as well as the Hall Technologies brand? How's that going to work?
Yeah, absolutely. So what will happen is we'll have both brands, and over the years, there's one point that maybe was a little confusing for people. You've probably seen the name Hall Research Technologies a long time ago. Then you saw maybe Hall Research, and then more recently Hall Technologies. This is sort of all the same company. The business entity is called Hall Research. And Hall Technologies has been the visible brand of that business entity that we've seen in recent years. So Hall Technologies that we know today has a medical and an AV component, both producing audiovisual products. But Hall Technologies moving forward will become more focused on the medical vertical. So Hall Technologies becomes the medical brand under the Hall Research umbrella. And Atlona now becomes the ProAV brand under the Hall Research umbrella. So we have Hall Research now as a business entity. You have Hall Technology serving the medical and healthcare manufacturing side of the business, and you have Atlona servicing the ProAV manufacturing side of the business.
So you said Hall Technologies is going to be serving the medical side, but Hall Technologies has a significant amount of ProAV products. What's going to happen there?
Yeah, fantastic question. So Hall Technologies has a wonderful set of AV products, and throughout the rest of this year, that will not change. There's no change to that product line. Still purchase those through all the regular channels that you normally would. But over the course of the year, our engineering and our sales and the business teams will get together and they'll take a look at those roadmaps from Hall Technologies and Atlona and figure out how to best combine them and figure out which products are the ones that our customers are asking for and using the most. And as we kind of round the corner of 2025 into 2026, you'll start to see a merger of the Hall AV products into the Atlona brand. And you'll just emerge throughout next year as Atlona as the Pro AV brand. You still have Hall AV products, primarily focused on the medical channel, patient monitoring products, monitors, signal extension and management that go into that channel. But by and large, when you get into the bigger matrix products, extension products, and UCC type of products, you'll see all those migrate into the Atlona portfolio.
Is it Infocom? You announced the Discovery 3. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. We announced Discovery 3.
They'll by 2026 they'll be under the Atlona brand.
Yeah, that'll become under the Atlona brand, and it's likely a product like Discovery 3 is one of those products you might actually see under both brands because that's a very popular product. It serves both verticals, so there's likely a version of that will exist for the medical industry and a version that will exist for the Pro AV industry. So you might see two versions of that product. They may have slightly different certifications based on what kind of environment they're going in, medical versus non-medical as needed. But you could see that type of product in both verticals.
Cool. Alrighty. So what do you most want people to know about what's going on between the whole acquisition of the Atlona product line and Hall Technologies?
Yeah, I most want people to know that both brands are still here. Both teams are still here. All the sales channels, the reps, the distributors are all still there. The products are in stock as you've seen them all year and available. Don't be afraid to reach out. Continue buying the brands that you love. Atlona has been around for years. People love this brand. They use that brand. It's still there. It's being sold. It's being supported. It's being marketed. It's being demoed. There's training classes are still out there on it. There's a training tour going on this year. Don't stop engaging with it. And the same thing with Hall. Don't stop engaging with that. Don't stop using the brand. Even if some of the products are converting to Atlona, you're going to have access equally to both of those as that happens. So don't stop. Engage, reach out to your normal routes of contact and sale, and continue to use those brands. They'll be here and they'll be supported and available for you.
Great, Ken. Well, this has been a great conversation. Thanks for answering all my questions and just shedding some light on what's going on. And it's really, as always, great to talk with you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Cindy. As always, you're the best. We love being able to break these stories and work directly with you whenever we can. So I appreciate your professionalism and helping bring this information to everyone.
Great. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.